Alrighty, we're back here in Final Fantasy. I'm actually playing the game called Legend of Heroes, and it's taken me hours, right? I mean, it is crazy. That game is just... Those games, actually, they take a very long time. But anyways, what I want to talk about is they released this new character, Angeal, right? At least young Angeal, not the old one. And what's very interesting is the fact that we have never seen a young Angeal, and we don't know much about it, but they released them. So this guy reminds me of Orin from Final Fantasy 10. Like, seriously, right? And I don't know what to say, but he looks like a samurai. But let me just go over, I guess, his weapon. I'm not too crazy about the character. I mean, Sephiroth was one thing and Geo's another. And don't forget, Genesis is in here, right? Oh, well, that's interesting. So, I didn't log in, and they automatically removed me. Which is, again, interesting. Because I didn't log into this account, or I don't log in as much. I'm kind of, like I was saying, I was playing the Legend of Hero games, and I just haven't played as much as these mobile games. I've been hating mobile games for a good, 5, 6 years already. And, I just really don't want to be logging in every single day, doing the same thing over and over again. But, I guess, let's talk about the... Well, I guess let's talk about the character. So, yeah, I mean, I don't even recognize his face much, honestly. Like, it's not like Zack, right? There's actually a story about him. This is a foreign character, to be honest. I mean, it's like Sephiroth, right? Sephiroth is kind of different, right? And Geo, he was only in one game, and that's Crisis Core. So there wasn't much about it. But it looks like it's a water type damage uniform or costume, gear, whatever they want to call it. And you have a water weapon. There's, I guess, the physical attack to all. I wouldn't recommend it. I mean, my Angeal is still new. And, most of the newer characters, I don't even get their stuff. Right? I mean, the last two new characters, I barely, I'm busy with the older characters. Why would I want to get the newer characters? But anyways, I mean, I don't recommend it. I mean, I don't think it's extraordinary or it's special or anything. I don't think it's worth it, to be honest. And my throat. Alright. So, anyways, I mean, let me just look at the character, because I don't even know the character. So let's go in here. And I need to figure out which team I should level up. I'm not using, we'll remove him. He's not my best character. So you have Angeal here. And yeah, he kind of reminds me of Zack, right? Obviously. Let's hide. What the hell? Alright, yeah, he reminds me of Zack. I mean, he looks like Zack. He has, like, pretty much the same hair color and everything. But yeah, I mean, he's not a character that I want to level up. I mean, he's there. And, obviously, he has new weapons now, I guess, that you can use. But he's definitely not a character I want to level up, because I think it's, having a bunch of characters is expensive. And, of course, guess that's his ability. Yeah, I just don't recommend it. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just me, right? Because I don't feel like I have unlimited currency. I don't want to waste money on it. I just don't think it's worth it. I mean, the character's there. I mean, I barely worked on Vincent, right? I like Vincent, and I barely worked on him. And of course, don't forget the cat-looking one, right? And then who else came out that the main characters I use are like Aerith, Cloud, Tifa. I barely use Zack or this guy Glenn. So really, like him, her, him. I barely use them. Vincent, Zack, barely use this one, barely use this one, barely use this one, barely use this one as well. The only character I use is like Cloud, Tifa, Aerith, and Sephiroth. That's about it. Because if you start getting your stuff for the other thing, you're gonna run out of premium currency. So I don't think it's good.